do it again. I know we're gonna collide. I know we'll call it the end. It's always a lie. You wear your heart on your sleeve. I wear my blood on my tie. But it's only love underneath. Just the sky. Oh, you live holding me. I don't hurt easily. I'm only just holding up on my knees. Blankets trying to open up. I don't mean bleed. So turn it on. We can go wild if it's what you want. Fire at me. I can't better let you go. So keep on throwing your sticks and stones. I'd rather fight with you all night and never have you in my life. I can't better let you go. Why don't you do it again? Go wrecking something of mine. Like you deserve the revenge. Like I got something to hide. I'll keep on playing with you. You keep on calling me names. So I can take the abuse. It's just a game. Oh, you live holding me. I don't hurt easily. Only just holding up on my knees. Blankets trying to open up. Don't mean bleed. So turn it on. We can go wild. It's what you want. Fire at me. I can't better let you go. So keep on throwing your sticks and stones. I'd rather fight with you all night and never have you in my life. I can't better let you go. All I know is I love it. Knows we keep turning.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers. So let's go now to Atlanta, Georgia, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, a matchup in the NFC South as we join you from the Georgia Dome. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms, and welcome to this heated divisional rivalry. Yes, there have been a lot of close games, a lot of bad blood, and it's always intense when these two get ready to square off. How about it before kickoff, partner?
Well, Jim, it's intense because we have two good teams emotionally ready to play today. They are in the same division, so that's going to create a great rivalry. Let's don't forget, too, the fans here today. They're so excited about it. They really hate this opponent, so we're going to feel the emotion from the fans, which is going to drive those players to be even more physical.
Falcons are back deep, waiting for the kick. We're underway here. Coming on to the field, he has been a model of consistency since coming into the league out of Boston College, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan had a really good last year, even though he didn't get the protection by his offensive line. So he proved to everybody, even though he's not a speed guy, he can stand in that pocket under pressure and make plays.
The Falcons from the 22. Looking long to Julio Jones, and it's incomplete. taking a look at this offense. At 6'4", one of the biggest threats in the game on the outside is Julio Jones.
Yeah, it's just one of those wide receivers, Jim, that can do everything. He can move all over the field. He can catch the tough passes. He can get open. He can run you over. He can run by you. That's why he makes a lot of money.
Out to White. The Falcons have it at the 39. White's got it on a pass that had some heat.
White's a great slant route runner. He knows how to stick his outside foot in the ground and go right across the middle of the field. The quarterback puts it right on target, and he picks up good yards. It doesn't quite get a first down, though.
Falcons lined up, bunch formation. Smith's handed the football.
The Panthers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Smith's got it on the handoff.
Smith's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. And now Ryan's going to take off. Smith on the grab. Smith's tackled down after a gain of 15.
Well, in the NFL, they can't always block those defensive linemen. Good job that time by the quarterback, avoiding the rush, getting outside the pocket, and a beautiful throw on the run.
The football sits at the 34. Halfway through this first quarter now. Throws the pass. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. And in for the touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
The Falcons lined up now for the point after. Driving extra point is good. White's taking a breather as the kicking team comes out. He just contributed over 60 yards receiving on that scoring drive. Brown's going to test the coverage this time. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. Heading to the huddle, the quarterback who took his team to the NFC South title in 2013, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, here's a quarterback that's all in one. That's the only way to say it. He can run the football with speed. He can break tackles because of the power, and he can make all the throws because of that good throwing arm.
First down at the 19. It's intercepted. They've already jumped in front here early, and now after the interception, they have a chance to even make the lead a little bit larger, Phil.
Yeah, I like the way they're playing, don't you, Jim? It just looks fun. They got a lot of energy out there on both sides of the football, and this other team, they better be ready. I think they're in trouble.
The Falcons get a first down.
Well, if you want to be a good play-action pass team, it's always nice to have a good running game. Make the defense dig in and try to stop your run. When they do that, you fool them. You fake it, you throw it down the field. That's about as easy as it gets.
At the 31, here we go. Double tight end formation. First and 10. Ryan's on the move. Launching it deep. What a catch. Touchdown. you have your blowout playbook, Phil, because this game is so one-sided as the first quarter is drawing near a finish.
Yeah, shoot, you know me. I'm very limited. I only have one playbook, and that's all out. But, hey, that describes what we're seeing here so far. The offense, the whole football team, they've been sharp, and they're on their way to a blowout.
Brown's going to test the coverage here. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Panthers will line up in a full house set. First down at the 21. And now Newton's going to take off. The ball is caught by Kelvin Benjamin.
What a gear Cam Newton had last year. Led his team to the playoffs, and he was consistent from start to finish. And this is something he does very well. Pressure the quarterback in the pocket. He says, no big deal. He'll run and throw the football and complete the pass.
First down and 10. Down the field. The ball is jarred loose. The running back position will be handled today by Jonathan Stewart out of Oregon.
Well, it seems like Jonathan Stewart's been in the NFL for about 15 years, and he just keeps running the football, having success. I like the way he runs. I like his style, and he is productive.
Second and 10 coming up. Newton's running away from the pressure. He caught it. That was a great example right there of what makes Cam Newton so dangerous, running around and then able to make a play.
Well, we know why he was the #1 pick in the draft. It's showing more now than ever before. He's learned to throw from the pocket. He can read defenses, and we always knew he could run and throw, and that was a beautiful play.
Newton's going to take off with it. The Panthers now move the chains. The Panthers still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. First down here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And it's caught by Stewart. The Panthers are driving toward the end zone, and they need to come away with 7 right now.
Oh, absolutely. They need 7 to get back into this football game and make this game closer. Once you get inside the 10-yard line, of course, the field is very small. You got to come up with something different. Can they do it this time?
Touchdown, and they get one back.
In today's game, you know, Jim, you always have to be alert in situations when the quarterback drops back to pass. You got to think he might be able to run out of the pocket. And that time, the defense not alert for it. Nobody's there, and he scrambles in for a touchdown.
Newton certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. And he'll step out. That return's good for about 32. Matt Ryan marching back into the huddle. It's been a heck of a day for him up to this point, partner.
Well, we expect nothing less. He's an excellent player. When he gets a chance and you give him an opportunity to make a play, he seems to always come through with it.
Ryan will be taking this snap out of the pistol. Falcons will take the snap from the 25. He's got a wide open alley. Ball is out.
The coach is going, hey, nice job, son, nice job. Anytime the quarterback takes off on a pass play and picks up a first down, it makes the coaches feel really good.
First down at the 43. Ryan's taking off. grabs it with one hand. Bill, that's one of the best one-handed catches we've seen all year, isn't it?
Jim, that's one of the best. You don't see many this outstanding. And these wide receivers, if they can't get two hands on the football, they've taught themselves over time just to go up and stretch as far as they can and get that one hand on it. And it is amazing how many times they make the catch.
Ryan's now completed his last 7 passes. That leads us to 2nd down. Quick drop back. And now Ryan's going to take off.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
3rd and goal from the 4. Ryan's going to scramble. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
It's 3rd and goal. You don't get it in the end zone. What do you do now? I think you go for it. You call the right play, give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
They continue to put their stamp on the first half, adding a field goal here midway through the 2nd.
Yeah, it's been a really good first half for the football team. They've played well in every phase of the game. And the other team, well, what can I say? They just didn't show up.
Desmond Trufant takes the field once again. He's been the leader for them in what's been a terrific defensive effort up to this point, partner.
And you know what he does? He brings energy to the defense. There's no question about that. And I love the way he plays. It just rubs off on all of his teammates.
Cam Newton unleashes the long pass. Cam Newton can throw a tight spiral with the best of them. We saw it on that throw.
You said it right. Cam Newton can really spin the football, and that's always important because that means you can have some accuracy. It makes it easy for wide receivers to catch it also down the field, and he has strength. What a beautiful throw that time down the field.
1st down at the 48. And now Newton's going to take off. Got the catch, one-handed. The Panthers will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down. The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Stewart's marked down after a gain of 4. Reed's the one who is down, and will step aside for just a moment. Only 9 yards to go. The Panthers come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Slashes to the left side.
The Falcons defensive coordinator, he's going to be happy with the results there. He was guessing run inside the red zone. That's what he's got, and they were ready for it, and they gave up very little yardage.
Newton's on the move. Touchdown. That'll close the gap. We're approaching halftime, and they put themselves in a great position to strike in the 2nd half.
Just changed everything, didn't it? I mean, the way you and I look at the football game, but of course, it really changes the way the teams look at it. And that quick score, that puts you in a great frame of mind getting close to halftime.
The Panthers kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. The Falcons step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the...
And intercepted. Running room on his way. The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
Newton's on the move. So from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points. The Falcons in position. Not much time left here in the first half, where they're now on the losing end of things. The score's 22-17. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. Julio Jones on his way out to the huddle again. He's been off his game in this first half, Phil.
Yeah, it's been an awful game all around, but the star wide receiver is having an absolute terrible day so far. And if they want to win, he better pick it up, find ways to get open, and hope this quarterback gets him the football.
And White can't hold on that time.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
Ryan's running away from the pressure. Gains 5. Now looking at third down. The Falcons come out. Jumbo package on the field. It's the old counter play. Falcons are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 5 play. The Falcons will set up. The 28 is the first down line. The Falcons take it from the 23. Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field. That's stopped by Roman Harper. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line at the 32. This play set up by the long gainer. Ryan's going to take off with it. The pass is intercepted. Breaks free, has some space to work with. He's in the clear. The 20, the 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
What a catch, what an interception, and not only that, take it all the way back for a touchdown. You talk about deflating for an offense. Oh, shoot, that gets close to making them quit.
We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Ginn running it out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Falcons defense had a rough go of it in the first half, Phil, and let's see what they can do now to start the second half.
Well, they got manhandled. They got beat up. They got pushed around. I mean, let's toughen up and change things around.
The Panthers take it from the 23. Newton's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. He pulls it down somehow. That's 5 receptions on the day.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Newton's completed his last 6 passes. Launches it down the field. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Falcons will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
Coming to the line at the 34. Falcons step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
The Falcons have it at the 34. Makes the catch. They bring him to the turf.
When you're behind in a football game, all you can do on the offensive side is just go out there and thinking about making plays and picking up first downs. Good job by the offense. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Not today.
Now moving the football to the 10-yard line. Second and goal from the 10. And that'll close the gap. Matt Ryan with the touchdown run, and Phil, he is quite the quarterback.
He is. Now this will catch everybody by surprise. When you throw it like him, he doesn't like to run the football, but that time, no choice. He takes off and finds a way to score. Good job by Matt Ryan.
And it's swatted away. Could have taken the 1-point gimme. They went for the 2, and they are turned away. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. And this is Ginn running it out. Breaks free. Shrugs off the first hit. Ginn takes the hit and is brought down. The Panthers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And it's knocked down.
I think that's the hardest pass a defensive back has to defend. The long throws down the field. You have to wait till the last second to make your play. That time the defensive back did it. What a play.
The Panthers have it at the 39. And now Newton's going to take off. And it's batted down.
Well, it's do or die right now, and you've got to go ahead and make the call to give your offense a chance to get this first down. And I know this team, they have a lot at their disposal. I think there's a play in there that's going to give them a good chance.
Stewart is in the backfield. 3rd and 10. Newton's taking off. Who has it? It's the offense with the catch. Unbelievable. That's his 6th catch of the day.
The Panthers are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
Newton's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Stewart's met at the 37. Second and 10. Newton's going to scramble. He's able to come down with it. What a catch. One-handed.
What must it be like to be able to go down there and make a play like that? How about it? One-handed catch. That was special.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. And now Newton's going to take off. Intercepted.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
Just a quick drop back. Has his man. The Falcons call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. The quarter is about to end. One more play first. 2nd and 4. Looking to go deep. What a catch. Falcons still on offense to start the 4th. Capped off the 3rd quarter with a huge play. Here's the first snap after the big play. The final quarter underway now with this snap. The defense gets a sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
It's a 2 tight end formation. And now Ryan's going to take off. Down the field. What a catch. White's met at the 23. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. 1st and 10. Ryan's on the move. Looking long. It's intercepted. He's brought down. They'll take it at the 20.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Panthers offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
Man, they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. And you're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
Benjamin seemingly caught everything thrown his way today, Phil.
He has caught everything thrown his way, Jim. Listen, this guy has some of the best hands in the NFL.
First down at the 43. Newton's on the move. Going deep. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
If you're a defensive back in the NFL now, you've got to be alert for the deep passes down the field, because not only do you got to play it well, you got to make sure you don't have pass interference.
2nd down and 10. Newton's running away from the pressure. And intercepted. It's wide open. No one's going to get him now. The 10, touchdown.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. The Panthers set up for the kick return. They've just lost the lead, so need to try and respond. Scores 30-29. And this is Ginn running it out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Panthers have failed to come away with points on 3 consecutive drives. Their offense takes the field again now. What's caused them to go silent here, partner?
Listen, let's give all the credit to the defense. They are being very creative on the defensive side. The coach is calling the right plays, and they are just taking it to the offense right now. The more aggressive team is winning, and that's the defense.
And Babineau in on the tackle.
That was a good idea that time by the offensive coordinator, trying to go with the run game here in the fourth quarter when they're only down 1 score. Defense was ready and stops it for a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Time in this one's running out, and the defense knows it needs another stop. Newton's going to take off with it. Looking long. Snatches it with one hand.
The Panthers look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
And we're back now as the defense will try to keep the offense off the board late here in the 4th. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Makes the catch. Touchdown. We have a late lead change on that touchdown pass in the red zone, but this game probably still has another twist remaining with plenty of time to go.
It's been a crazy day, no doubt about it, but in the red zone nowadays, so many big receivers, quarterbacks so accurate, very hard for the defense to stop those passes.
The Falcons in kick return formation. And he's met head on right there at the 20. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. 1st down, pressure on every snap now. 1st down at the 20. And he's able to find Julio Jones. That's reception number 2 for him.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
1st down at the 35. Ryan's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. And Kuechly in on the tackle.
Coaches work on these situations so much. Under 2 minutes to go in the second half. You're down. You got to either throw the football away or get out of bounds. He does neither.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Heaving it down the field. And then there's a great catch.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. 2 tight ends on the field here. He's picked off again. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. Ryan's going to take a lot of heat for throwing that pick. So much was riding on that drive. The game was hanging in the balance, and he turns it over.
I can't blame the quarterback in a situation like this. I'm blaming the coaches. The call was bad, and that's why the interception happened.
Coming into this game, I think most fans were hoping the matchup would go just like this. Two great quarterbacks going back and forth in a tight game.
Yeah, they're playing so well. Don't even have to talk much, which I don't know if I enjoy, but they're playing at a very high level, Jim, and you got to think whoever has the football last is the one that's going to win this game.
First down at the 20. Going for the deep ball. On target. Ninth catch today so far.
If this backfires on this coach going with the hurry-up offense late in the second half with a small lead and they lose this game, look out.
Offense has not been hard to find in this one, Phil.
These guys are making it look too easy out there, and I can tell you from experience, and we all know it's not that easy, but I'll tell you this, fun to watch.
Second and 10. Room to work. That's a pickup of 14.
In situations like this, when you're looking to get that one first down to win the game, it's tough because the defense knows there's only a few plays that you're going to try to run, but the offense gets it done. Great job. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Now first and 10. And now Newton's going to take off. Another interception. Going to take it the distance. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
You got a 7-point lead. You're on offense. You turn the football over. The defense takes it back for a touchdown. How deflating is that? Do you still have the courage to go out there and try to win the game now that it's tied? Hey, I like the play. Really creative thought process there, and the offense caught the defense by surprise.
What a game it was. Comes down to a touchdown to win it at the end.
Nothing like scoring late in the game to win it. When everything is on the line, the tension's there, the crowd's into it, and you make the play to win that game, it doesn't get any better.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their teams to victory. It's the Titans going up against the Cowboys. So now let's go to Nashville, Tennessee, where Jim and Phil have the call.
Cowboys, Titans, the rain is coming down. It should continue to do so as we head towards kickoff. Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Simms. And Phil, the weather looks like it'll be a real test out there for these teams today.
Yeah, it might be a test, but look, I'm tired of hearing about all this weather. It's going to affect the game. These are pros. These guys can handle it. They see all types of situations. So go out there and just execute your game plan. And if you don't make it happen, it's your fault. Don't blame it on the weather.
The Titans setting up here for the kickoff. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. And with that kick, we're underway. Takes off from the 5. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Taking the field at quarterback, the NFL record holder for most passing yards. The first 100 starts of a career, Tony Romo.
Tony Romo has everything you want in a starting quarterback in the NFL. He has good mobility in the pocket, he has experience, and he has a terrific throwing arm, which he doesn't get enough credit for.
McFadden's lined up as the single back. The Cowboys from the 22. And now Romo's going to take off. Running room. Gets about 9 on the play.
Tony Romo is one of the better throwers of the football in the NFL. He has adequate arm strength. He's extremely accurate. But how about this? He has great feet, too. Able to get out of the pocket and make plays.
McFadden lines up in the backfield. McFadden. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. Third down on the way. And the give to Darren McFadden. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
McFadden, solo back set. The Cowboys snap it at the 36. Romo's taking off. Almost intercepted that time. As we check now, this offensive unit getting it done for over a decade. Certainly a future Hall of Famer is tight end Jason Witten.
I agree, Jim. I think he is a Hall of Fame tight end. And all you do when you see Jason Witten playing football, there's always somebody chasing him because he's figured out a way to get open and get it done.
Williams had it but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete. Let's talk about this defensive unit at cornerback. He is often overlooked. That is Jason McCourty.
Well, nobody in the NFL overlooks Jason McCourty. They know how good he has been at corner. He is just one tough guy, very smart, and he just gets it done.
The Cowboys snap it at the 36. Romo's gonna scramble. That ball should have been picked, but instead it's knocked away incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. He was the second overall selection. in the 2015 draft out of Oregon. Marcus Mariota, the starting quarterback.
Jim, he got great experience at the University of Oregon playing the quarterback position. He has good size to succeed in the NFL. He can run. He's in great shape, and he's just a natural leader of the football team.
Johnson is in the backfield. First down at the 20. Mariota's on the move. It's Douglas. A foot race to the end zone. The 30. The 20. The 10. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Titans getting set to kick it away. Bryant's got it. Still on his feet. Keeps churning ahead. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Titans defensive coordinator has to love the way his team has started this game, Phil.
Does he ever? He loves the way his team is playing. He loves the way this game is going, and he's thinking, man, I'm a genius. I need a pay raise, but we'll see if the offense can pick things up from here on out.
Going for the home run. Michael Griffin with the interception. Tackles made. Midway through the first quarter, and it's always a time when you're punching and counter-punching, and now they've got the pick and a chance to even score again.
Now, what would you know about punching and counter-punching, Jim? Were you a boxer at one time? It's amazing. You've done every sport, but you're right. They went out there. They did everything right. They've done everything right on both sides of the ball, and they're looking good.
And they can't connect. One player who can pile up the catches. Keep an eye today on Kendall Wright.
It seems like every receiver who played at Baylor now is in the NFL, and Kendall Wright is one of those guys. He can play the slot. He can play outside. He's very good at going up and just taking the football away from defensive backs.
The Titans have it at the 39. It's Douglas on the receiving end. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
When you play this cover 3 defense, just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback on that slant pattern that time?
First down following the long play. And now on the draw. Johnson's met after a gain of 3. He is the man who makes this defense go. Keep an eye on linebacker Sean Lee.
Well, he's smart, and he's got tremendous athletic ability. If he stays healthy, he will be an all-pro linebacker.
The Titans are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. Mariota's on the move. Throws it toward the sideline, and what a catch.
Well, it's an awesome job that time by the quarterback getting out of the pocket. He keeps the play alive and able to throw it down the field for a nice completion.
Coming up to the line at the 5. Let's see how they back up the big play here. And the give now to Chris Johnson. McClain's in on the tackle.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
The Cowboys defense packs it in now, going with the 46. Carr's the one who made the big stop.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
A short field goal try on the way. The kick is good. And this building has been the home of the Titans since back in 1999 when they waited for this stadium to be finalized, having to play for a year at Vanderbilt University after moving from Houston. He's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Romo's taking the field again. He has not enjoyed a prolific opening half to this game.
Well, I think what's happened is the defense has fooled him so far in this game. So, you know, maybe they can get to halftime. They can go in there, change the play calling, make some adjustments, and that should help the quarterback out quite a bit.
The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
2nd down and 10. Romo's running away from the pressure. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Romo's going to take off with it. Very nearly intercepted.
The Cowboys put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
The Cowboys face 4th down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football. And so now they'll bring out Jones to punt. The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. The ball is jarred loose. The Titans have impressed today with some of these deep passes. Mariota's arm is one of the best in the league.
Long passes down the field that are completed. It's still one of the prettiest plays in all of sports. It just looks majestic, and man, has he been sharp today. Well, anytime you run a fake punt and you let somebody throw the football besides the quarterback, even though the play is there and everybody's wide open, you still have a chance of not making it work. Why? Because the guy throwing it is not an NFL quarterback.
3-step drop. Mariota's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. The Titans are looking good so far, Phil, and a lot of that has to do with the passing game. Mariota's been in rhythm so far today.
He has been in rhythm. He is hot. Some days, Jim, when you warm up, you know you have it, and that's what happened to this guy today. When he was warming up, he had it, and he has it in the game.
The pass is intercepted. Space to work. And he's brought to the ground.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Cowboys retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. McFadden's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Williams with the catch.
Romo's able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
The Titans sat at the line. Dime package. The Cowboys from the 37. Handoff by Romo. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Dropping back 3. And now Romo's going to take off. Romo to Bryant. That's his first reception today. The Cowboys with the gutsy call, and they convert here on 4th and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look, this guy's willing to take chances, and he tries these plays and these situations every game, and that time they came through.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line. We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half. First down at the 23. Romo's taking off. And it's incomplete.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
2nd and 10. And this is dropped.
This is a tough situation to be in. It's 3rd and long, and I'll say this to the coach and the quarterback. Don't take a chance. If it's covered down the field, throw it short.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Romo's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. 3rd down and 10. That's Romo finding Bryant.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
So 1st and goal to go. Romo's going to scramble. Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Extra point was good. The Titans kickoff return team is on the field. After seeing their defense surrender some points, the score's 10-7. Ford's going to start his return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Johnson's ready for the start of this drive. And so far, Phil, he hasn't posted any kind of totals we expect to see from him on the ground.
It's amazing they're winning this game. They're getting overpowered up front. The offensive line's having an awful day. That's why the running back is struggling so much to get yards. And if this continues, I promise you, they're going to lose today.
Right there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Oh, there's nothing like a play-action pass. When the offensive linemen make it look like it's a run, the linebackers are all near the line of scrimmage, and easy to throw it down the field for that completion.
Chris Johnson lined up in the backfield. 1st down at the 44. The reception by Harry Douglas. That's reception number 4 for him. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
And it's incomplete.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
Johnson lined up as the single back. Mariota's on the move. He's into the open. And it's Rolando McClain who makes the stop.
Always be alert for this quarterback to run the football when he gets the chance. He is excellent with it. He is a quarterback with the abilities of a running back.
1st down here. Johnson is in the backfield. Wright's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Titans are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. should be what we call a gimme. The kick is good. Both teams head to the locker rooms after a half dominated by the defenses. We've got a close one on our hands, friends. We'll send it out to Larry Ridley to break down the half as we continue in a moment. He's got a chance to return this one. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys defense finds themselves trailing here, Phil, but a stop right out of the box to start the second half could swing the momentum for their side.
It could, Jim. You know, at halftime when your team is losing, usually on the offensive side, they're going, okay, guys, let's do this and that. On the defensive side, it's all about yelling, give us more energy, play harder, be tougher.
Intercepted. Phil, how about this defense getting the memo at halftime and getting the takeaway?
Yeah, it was a good job. What a pick. I like that. And the coaching staff, it's just awesome to see when you make some changes at halftime and the players come out right away and take advantage of that coaching.
The Cowboys take it from the 38. Romo's on the move. Brian Arakpo has a sack.
That's an awesome job of the outside linebacker. Gets a sack on the quarterback. And nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field. And, yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Cowboys take it from the 28. Romo's running away from the pressure. The Cowboys get a first down. That's his first reception today.
The Cowboys, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Setting up now at the 45. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Romo's going to take off with it. The ball is knocked out.
Romo's mobility, boy, gives him a chance to make a play, doesn't it, when you force him out of the pocket, but not able to complete the pass because nobody's open.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 45. Romo's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Leaps in the air and has it.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
The Cowboys just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations. You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
Romo lines up in the pistol. Second down and 10. And now Romo's going to take off. Makes the grab. Touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
Romo's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. Ford on the return. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Cowboys defense has to still be inspired about that interception they had last time out.
Absolutely. They had everything going for them, I think, in that play. They had pressure. Everybody was hustling to the football, and a good play on that errant throw by the quarterback.
Carr nearly came away with the pick. And now they'll try over again on second down. Chris Johnson lined up in the backfield. quick drop back. Mariota's taking off. And it's thrown over to Kendall Wright.
The Titans did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Mariota's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Takes off with it. Running room. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
If you give him the chance, he will run the football. That's what he did that time. He tucked it in there and ran up the field and got a few yards.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Johnson's taking the handoff. And it's Rolando McClain who makes the stop.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Get ready. 188. 188.
The Titans snap it at the 36. Johnson's got it. And a first.
The Titans look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Johnson is in the backfield. First down at the 28. Chris Johnson takes the handoff. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line.
Get ready. Red 38. Red 38.
2nd and 3. Johnson's going to take the handoff now. The Titans will use a timeout here early in the second half. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. They come to the line, and it's first down. One more snap, and that'll end the quarter. Douglas had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete. This will be the 8th play of this drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Chris Johnson lined up in the backfield. The final quarter begins with this snap. Johnson's marked down after a gain of 4.
Defense wasn't fooled by that play call. The defense, even though their team is leading, they were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense that time just for a couple yards.
Let's go.
Mariota's going to scramble. Titans are in for the score. Finding the end zone for the second time. We're just into the 4th quarter, and that touchdown puts them in front.
Right away, you look down there on the sideline, and you can see the head coach of the opponents who has fallen behind. He's looking at that clock. He's trying to develop a strategy on how his team can come back and take the lead.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That hurts. The 2-point try is denied. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. And he'll start his return. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work.
First down at the 20. Romo's on the move. But it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defensive backs. The quarterback buys the extra time. He gets outside of the pocket, but look at them. They stay right with the pass receivers. Nobody gets open. Quarterback has to throw it away.
Second down after the incompletion.
Get ready.
Romo's on the move. Gains about 3. Well, Romo is so dangerous when he decides to take off with it, and we saw it on that occasion.
Tony Romo doesn't want to run with the football, but if you make him, if you take all the avenues away from him from throwing the football down the field, he'll take off and he can still get it done.
Looking to go down the field here. Michael Griffin picks off that pass. He's brought to a halt.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Titans seeking to make it back-to-back touchdown drives as they take the field here. That's a great balanced offense we're watching here today, Phil.
Yeah, it's been balanced. Let's go from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, we can't stop anything. And when you can...
Intercepted! And no return as this goes for a touchback.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Cowboys offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. The Cowboys, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking. For ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Time is running out here in the fourth, and the defense is trying to preserve this win. The Cowboys now move the chains. Mark him down for another reception.
The Cowboys just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
This is a time where the quarterback has to manage the clock, has to be very careful, trailing, needing points to get back into this one. And now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, pressure on every snap now. They're going back up top. Romo's running away from the pressure. Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
Romo's able to get outside the pocket that time, and it's a good job getting outside the pocket, but there's nowhere to throw it. The pass is incomplete.
Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. They bring in the extra tight end. Just a quick drop back. Romo's going to take off with it. And it's swatted away. Bill, it's third down. They are in four-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and if you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
And this is a crucial third down play coming up. The Cowboys will look to get to the 29 to pick up a first. The Cowboys have it at the 39. Tony Romo connects with Des Bryant. That's his fifth catch of the day. Just when it looked like the defense had figured out a way to stop this offense, well, they give up the conversion, and now backs to the wall.
All right, well, it's not over. The defense has got to let that go. They got to swell up, get tough, and get this job done now.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Romo's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Romo's in a whole lot of pain right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment. The Cowboys coming to the line still have all three of their timeouts here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. The Cowboys get a first down.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Get ready.
First and goal from the 2. Gets the... Wow, what a time. Touchdown near the end of this one.
Oh, it's a beautiful job. I still love seeing it when the offense can get down near the goal line and just run that football in there. Great job by the offense. Now let's see what the defense can do. So many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the 2-point conversion.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. McLean's ready to take charge here on this next possession, and he, along with his teammates, know they can practically ice the game if they can come up big here on defense.
Here's what's important for a defensive player in a situation like this. Go out there and just whip your guy. If you do that, that's going to make your defense successful.
The ball is jarred out of his hands. The Titans will need to get to about the 35 on this drive in order to kick a field goal. The Titans come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with. Johnson is in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. Mariota's taking off. Wright's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. That's 5 receptions on the day.
In the NFL, it's all about situations now. You're down. There's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive player. He picks up some good yards and then gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
This play set up by the long gainer. Mariota's going to scramble. He brings it in. Carr's going to make the tackle. Quite a play that time to not only keep the play alive, but then to find a man down the field.
Sometimes when there's nothing there, Jim, you got to make a play. And that quarterback did a beautiful job getting outside the pocket. The defense, they cannot cover these guys that long, and he puts the ball right on target.
Let's go.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Mariota's on the move. Oh, and almost picked off that time. In the late going. The football in position now. In the red zone. And here the defense knows this is where it cannot buckle.
What makes it so tough for the defense is in the red zone that the offense has a whole new set of plays once they get inside the 20, so you got to be looking out for everything.
Mariota's on the move. Has to hurry the throw. The Titans will use a timeout. They'll talk this one over, but they are in field goal range. The Titans back on the field, inside the red zone. They might be trailing, but they have a great shot right now to score. 3rd and 10. It's intercepted. This was a close one that came down to the wire. What's that feeling on the sideline right now on the winning side?
Oh, it's awesome. When games are close, you're down on the sideline. You look up there every once in a while and you go, oh, I hope we can find a way to win this game today. They did it. It is truly extremely exciting once you get it done.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Lacey's Packers going up against Lynch's Seahawks. So now let's go to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where Jim and Phil have the call.
Seahawks, Packers, coming up on EA Sports as we welcome you to Green Bay, Wisconsin for today's game. Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms just prior to kickoff for this primetime extravaganza, and this adds another whole layer of excitement when you have this game under the lights.
I think you said it right. Center stage. Players love it. Anytime you turn on the lights, they know it's special, and it brings out the emotion out of these players. And also, let's don't forget, the fans, they've been here all afternoon getting ready, so we're going to have a loud crowd also.
The Packers are back deep, waiting for the kick return. The Seahawks ready to get this action started. This game is underway. Cobb is the return man. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Here is the MVP of the 2011 NFL season. Out of California, Berkeley, quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
There's no throw on the field that Aaron Rodgers can't make. The short throws, accurate. He can be powerful when he wants to, but those deep, long play-action passes down the field, he might be the best at that.
Lacey, a solo back set. 3-step drop. Rodgers going to take off with it. That's Wagner making the stop. Aaron Rodgers keeps the defense guessing, and when he wants it and tucks it under, he usually picks up big yardage, as we just saw.
Yeah, he can pick up some big yards because he's got the feet of a dancer. They are light, they are quick, and he gets it done when he has to run.
2nd down. Rodgers running away from the pressure. He reaches up and grabs it. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time, and again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
First down coming up. Here's the first snap after the big play. Aaron Rodgers way down and intercepted. Still on his feet. Fights through contact. Wilson's going to march onto the field.
Well, when you talk about Russell Wilson, when you can move like he can dodge anybody in open space, and he has an unbelievable throwing arm. You put those two things together, you don't worry about the fact that he's 5'11". The man can just flat get it done.
First down at the 30. And Perry in on the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down and 3 following that nice run. Wilson from the shotgun. Wilson's going to take off with it. Baldwin's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Wilson's able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves and nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
Wilson's trying to read this option play. Does he keep the football or pitch it? He keeps it. Boy, wrong decision. And the defense all over him as they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and long. Wilson's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less.
Well, if I was the quarterback, I would throw it to this guy every single time. When you make a catch like that, as a quarterback, you must have great confidence in him.
First down, offense readying for the snap. First down following the long play. And it's knocked down. What player to watch on the outside? He caught a touchdown in Super Bowl 49. This is Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, he's just a receiver who goes up, makes tough catches. He just competes like nobody else, and there'll always be a spot in the league for him.
Wilson's taking off. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. Russell Wilson able to run it in for the touchdown, and he is the perfect embodiment of how you see the quarterback position expanding now into the future.
Yeah, you do. And what I like about him, Russell Wilson is 5'11", and he kind of hides behind those big offensive linemen. He is a sneaky runner, knows how to get it done without getting beat up.
Montgomery's got a chance for a return. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Seahawks defense buckled down the last time and got the takeaway on the interception.
Yeah, give the players some credit, but also give the coaching staff a lot of credit. They were calling aggressive defenses, and when you keep being aggressive on the defensive side, sooner or later you're going to get that turnover.
Takes it on the draw.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Second and 11. Wants to go deep. Hauls it in. What a call and what a catch.
It's one thing to be able to throw the football that high and far, but it's another. He found the right receiver to throw to and put it right on the mark.
1 quarter complete, and we'll take a break as you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers still driving as the second quarter gets underway. First down on the way. The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Into the open. The Packers now move the chains.
Beautiful job that time by the QB. He goes back there in the pass play, doesn't like what he sees, and he just takes off and gets the yards and gets a first down.
First and 10. Rodgers going to take off with it. In his hands, complete, touchdown. Still, we're early second quarter, and things suddenly are all back to square one. All tied up after that touchdown.
This game is shaping up to be something special. I like the feel of it. It's exciting. Can't wait to see what happens here in the rest of this quarter.
The Packers kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. Blackman's running this one out. Ball is out, picking up the fumble, and now he's on the move. The Packers in for the score.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting the turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
The point after try is in the books. Mason Crosby ready for the kickoff. Blackman's going to run this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Mike Daniels on his way out to the huddle again. Their defense has had a lot to do with them getting out to this lead, and he's been the one setting the tone, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, I love the way he plays. He's had a terrific day so far. His toughness, I think that's his greatest quality.
First down at the 24. Airing it out. And it's batted down. They went for the deep throw, but the defensive back was there.
Yeah, good job that time. I got to give the defensive back a lot of credit. He was not caught sleeping out there. He was alert, read the right keys, and he was right with the receiver to knock down that deep throw.
Second and 10. And they deck the quarterback.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield. Wilson's going to scramble. Pass is intercepted. Tackles made. The Packers have tried to stretch the field vertically, and they certainly have. Rodgers been dropping back and airing it out.
He's had the time to air that football out, and what we are seeing, the speed of this offense. And speed, what does it do? It can get down the field behind the defense, and they are making big plays. Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers can make plays like that? Getting that interception, it's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
The Packers will take the snap from the 45. Rodgers going to take off with it. Rodgers brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Nice awareness that time by the quarterback. Sometimes when you drop back, don't be too stubborn. Stand in that pocket, take a hit. If you have to run, take off. He gets it done that time and picks up a first down.
Kerry Williams has the pick.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Seahawks will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to want to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
What a job by the receiver, climbing the mountain and coming down with the reception.
Wow, climbing the mountain. That is a new one. What a good job. You're right. These wide receivers in the NFL now, they can go up and make unbelievable catches. And remember, you can't hit them until they come to the ground. That gives them a little more courage.
Lynch is in the backfield, single back set. Wilson's on the move, and that'll probably go as a drop.
Wilson's athletic enough to get out of the pocket. That's a really good job by him. But you have to give the defense a lot of credit. They shut down all the receivers.
Wilson's lined up. Two tight ends set. Wilson's on the move. And it's caught by Curse. That's another reception. Give him two.
Wilson's just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Loss of a couple that time. Second and goal from the 4. The Seahawks are in the end zone for the touchdown. And just before the half, they battled back and tied the game. That could do a whole lot for the mood of that locker room at the break, Phil.
No question, Jim. It just gives you an emotional lift to find a way to tie a football game up right before halftime. That was a nice drive and a good job done by the offense.
Got the touchdown, got the two-point conversion. People love to go for two in this game, don't they?
Well, they do. And you know what? Now I guess you and I just can't sit here and blast the coach for a bad decision. When you pick up the 2 points, you can't complain about what they're trying to do.
On his way, the 30. So that generous kick return sets up the offense now in good position.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
The Packers have gotten the wake-up call here in the second quarter, Phil, after really slumbering through the first, and now they're back in the game.
Yeah, they are. Listen, sometimes, Sims, it's just about toughness. And finally, they've gone out there, and they just got tougher on the offensive side. And you said it, now they're back in this game.
Lacey, a solo back set. First down at the 21. Rodgers going to take off with it. And it's swatted away.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover two, the two deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
Second down and 10. Rodgers running away from the pressure. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end. The Seahawks are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. First down snap, and this is a scary point for them. Double tight end formation. Dropping back 3. Good coverage by Hayward that time as the pass goes incomplete.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Third catch today so far.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
Lynch lined up as the single back. Wilson's going to take off with it. But it's incomplete.
Good job that time by the defense. They let the quarterback get outside the pocket, but they stay in place, they show their discipline, and there's nowhere to throw it.
Quick drop back. Wilson's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37. The Seahawks have to take their final timeout. That's it. One more snap and halftime. First down at the 37. Wilson's taking off. To Jimmy Graham in the secondary. What a one-handed catch. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates, and now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Seahawks take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
And Matthews is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
Wilson's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down and 10. Launching it deep. Comes down with, no, the defender tips it out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Second and 10. Wilson's gonna scramble. And the pass is picked by Woodson. They bring him to the turf.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Packers offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Phil, as no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays.
Second down following that incompletion. Aaron Rodgers will be under center. Easy catch there. No one near him. He's in the clear. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. And they look really sharp here in the early part of the second half with that touchdown that gives them the lead.
Yeah, you go in at halftime, you get you a cold drink, you get a little rest, and you can change your frame of mind, and we saw that. What an impressive drive by the offense.
Rodgers going to take off with it. Intercepted. No one's going to get him now. Now at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Phil, that's going to go all the way back. The new rule applies. 2 points for the defense.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. Terrible play by the offense, but you got to remember on the offensive side, if it doesn't work and you turn it over, find a way to make that tackle.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better. The Seahawks did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Down the field. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The Seahawks have it at the 34. Wilson's on the move. Ricardo Lockett with the catch.
Wilson's able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Halfway through the third quarter. Wilson's on the move. Wilson's brought down, but not until he gives his team a new set of downs.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Coming up to the line at the 2. First and goal to go from the 2. Lynch.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Loss of 5 on the play. Coming up to the line at the 7. The Packers will come out in the dime. Second and goal from the 7. Another takeaway. He's brought down.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
The Packers preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they had great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side.
Second down and a long way to go. McDaniels all over that offense and brings him down.
The Packers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
3rd and forever. Long ball. James Jones. Nice catch. That's his 3rd catch of the day. The Packers step to the line to begin the 4th quarter after a big gainer to close out the 3rd. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Rodgers running away from the pressure. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
2 tight ends on the field here. Rodgers going to take off with it. Aaron Rodgers to Randall Cobb, and that's an incompletion.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
3rd down and 10. Rodgers going to take off with it. It's caught by Adams.
The Packers, they never back off. That 1st down, they got a small lead here in the 2nd half. What are they looking to do? They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
Rodgers' completion percentage, 50% on the day. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Rodgers going to take off with it. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down.
I know his quarterback coach is going to yell at him when he goes to the sideline. When you're throwing the long pass down the field, don't underthrow it like that.
2nd down and 10. Rodgers now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Just a quick drop back. Rodgers going to take off with it. Has it. Touchdown. And with less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them at this point.
Yeah, the chances of a comeback have almost gone to impossible. But I'll say this on the offensive side. Don't take any chances and see if you can just find a way to march down the field to score to keep this game going.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you.
1st down at the 23. Wilson's taking off. And Woodson with a near interception.
They call that the moment of truth. It's a beautiful throw down the field, but the defensive back, he waits until it's time to make that jump. He defends the pass. What a good job by the defensive back.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Wilson's going to scramble. Doug Baldwin with the ball.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another 1st down.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Incomplete as he was looking short.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
The Seahawks snap it at the 41. Wilson's on the move. Lockett with the grab. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Wilson's able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves and nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
The football rests at the 44. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the fourth quarter. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Launches it down the field. What a catch. Touchdown. That'll close the gap.
You got to take advantage of situations like this. Not often in the NFL do you get somebody this wide open. Good job by the receiver. Nice job by the quarterback seeing him. And what do you get? An easy touchdown pass.
The Packers are awaiting the kickoff. They still have the lead and must avoid any kind of mistake here late in the fourth. The score's 27-24. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Packers looking for a repeat of their last drive as they get set for this next one. They got to the end zone on that possession, but of course immediately gave those points right back.
Jim, on the offensive side, everything is clicking. The quarterback's hot. The offensive line's doing an awesome job. Receivers getting open. The running back's running hard. It is fun to watch.
That's his first reception today. Aaron Rodgers making things happen outside the pocket that time, Phil.
Aaron Rodgers, he can do everything, Jim. There's no weakness in his football game, able to get outside. And when he moves outside the pocket, look out. He is looking to make a big play.
Looking to go deep. And that's a touchdown late in this one. That touchdown might just wrap it up.
Yeah, it sure will, Jim. It's been an exciting game all day, and to score late in the game like this, to put it away, it's time to celebrate a little on the sideline.
The Packers defense will now be ready to get on the field. Their offense moved the ball over 80 yards on that last drive. Really no answer for them on what was a very impressive drive. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Seahawks offense still has a chance here, Phil. Late in the game, can they make something happen?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, Jim. I think let's look at it from the defensive side. Know the situation. If they get the ball, they catch a pass, make sure you come up and make the tackle. Don't let them catch and run and get a big play against you. Well, that's a good route that time by the receiver. They call that a post route, and they call it a post route because he is running towards the goal post. Nice throw and catch.
First down, pressure on every snap now. With about a minute to go, they're going to need every break possible. First, they must score on this possession. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
Wilson's just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Wilson's now completed 4 in a row. Wilson's on the move. Interception that will all but seal it. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. They took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on him. One of the reasons why Aaron Rodgers completes such a high percentage of his passes, when he doesn't see somebody open, he's able to get out of the pocket and dodge defenders and pick up yards. What an athlete.
2nd down and 7. Rodgers running away from the pressure. Nice catch. The Packers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. This play set up by the long gainer. Rodgers going to take off with it. And there's a drop. You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country. All your peers, they watch you. It just doesn't get better.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.